I'm saying in the history of hip hop, have you ever heard 50 doing these with anybody?
I have, yes.
With who?
Outside and
I'm talking about in hip hop. All the enemies this shit I made in hip hop. Has he ever done this?
She speak for those getting it. She's definitely for inspirational use only. Don't hate. Just be inspired. Just be inspired by the queen. This royal empress right here. This is the young royal empress.
You should have never did a video with my daughter in the first place. In the first place. The ethics was broke when you did the video with my daughter in the first place.
Busta Rhymes has issued a response after Benzino called him out earlier this month for having his daughter coileray half naked in a music video, and his newfound friend 50 Cent is standing with the Chopper rapper all the way. Busta stopped by Way Up with Angela Yee on Power 105 on Tuesday, November 28th, where he was asked about Benzino's prior comments. On November 12th, the former owner of The Source voiced his displeasure over the visual for Luxury Life, claiming the contents of the video are inappropriate. The former rapper turned reality TV star added that Bus should have contacted him before shooting a video with his scantily clad daughter, but Busta took issue with the fact that Benzino took it to social media instead of bringing it straight to him. My thing first and foremost is, Benzino has my number and he knows how to reach me, he told Yee. You ain't gotta address me about nothing on no social media cause you got my phone number. I've never had to address him about a problem, and there've been plenty of different issues that we've actually went through that led to actual violence that we were able to resolve civil and respectfully. He continued. But the point that I'm trying to make is, up until probably right now, this is not public information. I'm not saying this to promote the issue. I'm saying this to promote how the code of ethics was upheld and how we dealt with issues. We resolved it as men face to face. We weren't on social media. We didn't talk on the radio. But if we really gon' live by the proper code of ethics that we were raised on, Busta concluded, then why are you incriminating yourself talking about any conflict that you got with anybody on a social media platform or on a record anywhere? Talk to the person. That's the grown man thing to do.
So it won't have to resort to using these right here.
Released as a single on September 8th, Luxury Life appears on Busta Rhymes' latest album, Blockbusta. In addition to his gripe with his daughter's collaboration with the Brooklyn MC, Benzino also criticized Angie Martinez for discussing his relationship with the Playas rapper during Coileray's appearance on her podcast, claiming she should know better. I know Angie Martinez doesn't like me. I don't like her either, he said. But to sit there and interview my daughter and manipulate the situation, she knew what she was doing. I'm not gonna call her any names or anything. That was the old Zeno, so I'm gonna try to keep it respectful. But she was wrong. The disgruntled star continued. She's a woman too, an older woman, so she shoulda knew better. You don't play with people's kids, and that's what's so disheartening about this. Busta, who has been touring with 50 Cent lately, bagged himself a supporter in his beef with Benzino. After all, Uncle Fif has his share of beef with Zeno, which dates back some time. Benzino recently sat down with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast for a new interview where he discussed his experiences with 50 Cent and Eminem. He details the feud between Ja Rule and 50 Cent's crew, where it was said that Fif was stabbed on March 24, 2000. He received 3 stitches after getting stabbed. Ja Rule was filming in Queens when 50 Cent and an associate stole Ja Rule's necklace. Chris Gotti and Irv Gotti, Murder Inc. CEOs were accused of assaulting 50. The accused later admitted that he had stabbed the G-Unit founder in self-defense when he believed someone was carrying a gun. Everything happened at one point, the Eminem beef, federal investigation, and that started the demise of the Source magazine, explained Benzino. At this point, I am in New York and recording 50 Cent. They were all on the 54th Street, the Hit Factory and Sony Studios. All the big artists would be recording. So, I was chilling downstairs in the hip-hop room. So, Jesus cool. Jesus at the time brings in this dude. I was effing with the track masters at the time. So he brought a man and he just stabbed 50 Cent. So I called the car service of the Sauerse and just got him to the hospital. Zeno continued. And then later on, when the Eminem beef happened, he's getting millions of dollars now. He can't go against him. I didn't hold that against him. But there wasn't no beef with him, you know? Beef is different, man. Beef is like dies in beefs. Rap beef is different from that kind of beef. So,
Bro, that means that that dude got stabbed up before Benzino was there and was able to help him get help. You know what I'm saying? But he trying to figure out why he turning on him now because of him speaking up for his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Which he's supposed to do. But you know what I'm saying? And we're going to finish it off.
I didn't take this as something life-threatening. I wasn't worried about nothing and nobody. So how I felt about Eminem, I had to put it in raps. On Ja Rule, he clarified, Ja Rule was beefing with 50 Cent, and my feud with Eminem started at the same time as Ja beefing with 50. I moved next door to him, we became good friends, and it made it look like we were together against them. And at that time was our last days in the source. Later, Benzino concurred with the interviewer's suggestion that it was clear that he is now 50's adversary due to his connection with Ja Rule. The point is, I helped that man in a real situation, he said later. F the Eminem S, F the Ja Rule S. I helped that man. Me, Benzino helped 50 Cent. Regardless of anything, I found it in my heart to help that man. I could have been like, get the F out my studio, I don't want to have nothing to do with this, why are you even down here? I didn't do that. Ja went for the jugular in the song Loose Change, singling out Slim Shady's family with the lines, M, you claim your mother's a crackhead, and Kim is a known S, so what's Haley gonna be when she grows up? Eminem retaliated quickly, with songs like Do Re Mi Haley's Revenge, and a remix of Tupac's Hail Mary starring 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes. Ja then responded with his own diss recordings, including Clapback. When Eminem signed 50 Cent to his Shady Records brand in 2002, he accidentally became embroiled in the feud between Ja Rule and 50 Cent. Ja dissed Eminem on Loose Change the next year, which Slim Shady reacted to on Hail Mary. On tracks like Do Re Mi and Blood in My Eye, the feud persisted. Eminem took his beef in Like Toy Soldiers from his fifth album, Encore, in 2004. Eminem's attempts to mitigate violence in the hip-hop community are described in Like Toy Soldiers. M openly discusses his issues with the Source magazine and its editor Benzino, as well as the situation between 50 Cent and Ja Rule and their label Murder Inc., which he believed went well beyond the Jay-Z vs. Nas feud. Benzino's contentious dispute with Eminem and Dr. Dre, as well as their common label, Interscope, arose primarily from the Source's review of Eminem's sophomore album, the Marshall Mathers LP, in 2000. Benzino had been a co-owner of the newspaper for some years at that point. Notably, Zeno was blasted for prior editorial gaffes when he gave his own band, Made Men, a coveted 4 out of 5 Mike's rating in 1998. Despite critical praise elsewhere, the magazine gave the Marshall Mathers LP a comparatively low rating of 2 mix 2 years later. The feud immediately erupted when Benzino accused Eminem of being racist. And as all hip-hop fans know, if you mess with Eminem, you mess with 50 Cent. And so, the beef began. In an interview with podcaster Queensflip that dropped in April last year, Benzino addressed 50 Cent's recent social media posts that seemingly accused Zeno of having some sort of relationship with transgender model Shauna Brooks. Through the course of the interview, Benzino can be seen becoming increasingly angry with 50, ultimately working himself up to the point where he completely spazzed on the power exec, accusing him of being a police informant. That N.A. rat and a P in my book, the former Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star said. He's an informant and he has no morals, and he has no really good judgment. The N.A. multimillionaire and he's posting S about me, that ain't true. F that N. and I'll stick my D in his girl's mouth, and then we can see who's a tranny. Like, I don't play those games, bro. F that N. From there, Queensflip seemingly defends 50 by claiming that it's never been proven that he snitched on anyone. At that point, Benzino remained animated and responded by claiming that Fifth dropped a dime on Ja Rule and his murdering camp back in the day.
Hey, dog, straight up, y'all. Hey, when the dudes be saying in their songs, suck my dick, and they know they talking to other dudes, don't ever say that. I should never hear another rapper tell a dude, or in a conversation, period, that's not even appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you're disrespecting yourself by saying that. But it's like, never say that to another man, man. On the real, I'm telling everybody and every real man out there, nigga, around the world, don't ever tell another man. So that mean that you straight on that side right there. Now, we don't care about people being like that. You know what I'm saying? We got people in the family, nigga. We a gang of friends that do that shit. So we don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? Be straight up with us. Our people be straight up, and we accept it openly. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be trying to hang around and linger around. But on the real, man, y'all got to start, man.
He's a rat. The N has been on papers. Zeno continued. My N, he snitched on Ja Rule and them a long time ago. If you don't want the paperwork, then you can't say he's not a rat. Once word got back to 50 Cent about Benzino's rant, the G-Unit boss was quick to hit up his infamous Instagram page with a post further poking fun at the situation. 50 reposted one of the video clips of the alleged phone conversation between Benzino and Shauna Brooks, and at the same time, dissed the Made Men rapper's distinct jawline. In the post, accompanied by a screen grab of Benzino from the Queensflip interview, Fifth wrote, "The F is wrong with your jaw, boy. The world's not ready for that. I am Benzino gives Sean Na 5 mics lol." Earlier on in the podcast, when explaining his side of the story in regards to the Shauna Brooks accusations, Zeno implied that the video clips Fifth posted to Instagram, in which a voice assumed to be that of Benzino's, can be heard explaining to Brooks that he doesn't want his name associated with the transgender community, were edited specifically to make him sound bad. That Shauna Brooks thing was like 3 years ago, Benzino said as he was pleading his case. Now let's just have common sense, all right? If I was effing with a transgender and I was on the phone with him, don't you think that conversation would be all nasty as F? He continued by explaining that he was simply telling the model that he's not used to interacting with transgender people. I'm saying, yeah, that lifestyle, I'm not used to, said Benzino. I'm not used to talking to a transgender. The two have even beefed over the same person. Zeno is now beefing with Busta, his daughter Koi. After previously calling 50 Cent the first hip-hop rat and getting into various other conflicts with his daughter Coileray, the rapper would later name-drop both of them in a Twitter tirade. Back in April last year, Fifth took to Instagram to offer Koi a role in television, which she and collaborators like Nicki Minaj were certainly ecstatic about. Koi responded with a string of emojis and, while Nicki called the offer King S. Now would be a good time to stop hating on a coileray, he wrote on Instagram alongside a photo of the upstart rapper. I'm gonna make her show up on your TV. Stop worrying about a first-week work. Benzino's response was a lot less positive than Nicki's or Koi's, as he took the television invitation quite personally. During his Twitter call-outs, Zeno made some accusations about stars and 50 and used some choice nicknames in the process. Hey Ratman, aka 59, I appreciate you putting my Koi on, but does she know you and Stars ain't been seeing eye to eye lately? He wrote. Well, I just got my hands on a federal lawsuit saying that the BMF trademark isn't yours and knew about it and never told Meech or Stars. Big mistake, you dummy. He continued. Your dumb A made the decisions not to tell anyone because you already invested too much, he added. I'll be releasing the entire lawsuit real soon, but I'm gonna let you marinate for a sec before I stick a fork in you. After pointing to an alleged lawsuit he's threatening to release, Benzino alluded to his own daughter's career downfall due to disloyalty and said that she'll have to live with the decision she made to go against her father to deal with the ops. I never ever hated my own daughter. It was her who me ban, dissed me in a song, calls me broke in every interview I've done. All I've done was correct the lies on me, he said. Y'all can run with that BS narrative. I've never tried to play with someone's kid like he did. F it. We are at war, right? I'm just supposed to let MF say all kinds of lies on me about a nasty transformer, then dangle a TV roll in front of my only daughter against me? Man, F anybody who agrees with this AS. Real N and fathers understand. Before closing off his arguments on the internet, Benzino, who has previously allegedly gotten in the way of his daughter's career opportunities by leaking information about her single with Nicki Minaj, claimed that there's all this love and support for Koi, but none of y'all bought the album, before co-signing a comment from an Instagram user who wasn't happy that Koi was cool with 50.
Hey man, I ain't gonna even lie, man. Pop seemed like he just straight kind of like really hating. You know what I'm saying? It's like if the girl know that ain't nobody like misusing her, taking advantage of her, she know the business part of it, she just know what's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why not let her, you know what I'm saying, her craft and shit bloom, like you know, to the highest limits. It's like because he failed and he did what he did or whatever. But man, let that girl do what she do, especially if she grown. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody doing what they want to do anyway. So it's like his career failed, hers coming up. So he trying to just target everybody from what I'm looking at. But that's a great thing. He a great father. But she even against him about this shit. I could see if they was like really fucking with her. And then she was like, yeah, 50 tried to touch me on my booty, daddy, or, you know what I'm saying? Or Buster, he tried to get me in the room. And she telling this shit, and then it's like it's a big thing. Nigga, she cool with everybody trying to make money, man. Leave that girl alone, man. You know what I'm saying? And stop messing with them transgenders, nigga. Hey, no, we finna get back to it, though. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna, like, speculate the speculations, dog. Let's get back to it, though, man. My bad. Let's go.
In the past few weeks, there's been beef between coileray and her father, Benzino.
See?
After the rapper talked about him in a recent interview, Benz took issue with some of the things she said. Coileray claimed that he was envious of her success, but her dad refuted the allegations and accused her of pushing a false narrative. Benzino also shared a video allegedly debunking some of what Koi has claimed about her life before rap success. She ain't ever slept in no cars or sold drugs. I don't know why she's running with this narrative, he says in the clip. Earlier, Koi addressed the back and forth between her and her dad and vowed to put it to an end. I wish that he would just respect that. Again, the interview was done in June. I haven't said anything since, but respectfully, I wish that we could just keep everything offline moving forward, she said. But Benz once again responded to her claims. In newly shared interviews, Benzino responds to Koi saying that she doesn't want to be his clout kid. In his answer, he says he's her father and should have the right to ask her for money whenever he wants. I made you, you didn't make me, he says in the footage. In July this...
That, man, nigga, that don't mean she got to give you money. It's like you grew her up to become a young woman. She's there now. She's making her own money. Let her continue to prosper and bloom. She's going to have kids or whatever. Then now she got a life. You know what I'm saying? Going to eventually get a husband or something and continue to push on. You can't be begging from her, bro. Come on, man. I know you ain't that broke, homie. You was on Love and Hip Hop, dog. Stop begging from the kids, man. We finna get back to this, man. Come on, man. He jealous because she finna make a nice little knot. You know, and look, long as she do it right, though. They're not taking advantage of her. They're not sex trafficking her. And they're not trying to take her money, man. Everything is lovely, man. I love it all. Long as y'all not, like, doing, like, butt nasty ass shit to get the cheese, man. That's all I say. Because God don't like that. That's all. I ain't saying I don't like it. God, dog. We're going to get back to this. My bad, y'all. That, man.
This year, Benzino opened up about being labeled a deadbeat dad. During a conversation with the We in Miami podcast, the former outspoken rapper talked about his complicated relationship with his only daughter and became emotional after people claimed he was a deadbeat to Koi. "I went through a lot, man, and it was hard for me to be looked upon, like I've been called all kinds of S. But a deadbeat dad? Come on, man," he said, crying. "I love my daughter. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be known as that.
I believe that.
I don't care what people think, but that hurts me. That's my
that.
daughter. I raised her.
Right.
When people say I hate Koi's career and jealous and all this, that S is like, man, it's evil. Because my love is huge for that little girl, man. That's my little girl." As the conversation continued, he admitted that he wasn't proud of arguing with his daughter on social media. Additionally, he added that the fallout from his public spats with her was one of the worst things I've been through in my life. I've been through hell. The interview arrived after Benzino watched Koi perform live for the first time in her career at Rolling Loud Miami. He detailed the moment as surreal and was interviewed about it right after she completed her set. "I'm just saying, she's amazing," he said. "Like for real, no BS. I love her. Seeing her like that, you can say I'm biased, but honestly, like, I don't see nobody else doing that. She's amazing, man."
I seen that interview, though. That was a cool little interview. You know what I'm saying? He actually got a chance to witness her doing it, though. I seen it. We'll bring it to the light. You know what I mean?
But it wasn't always this peaceful between the daughter-father combo. 2021 saw Koi go on a rant about her dad, claiming she was embarrassed to be his daughter. Then, in 2022, Benzino took to Instagram to mock his daughter's first week sales for Trendsetter after it sold 11,000 units. "If she had tracked with I am Benzino, I woulda listened to coileray," he wrote. He later retracted this statement, claiming he had been hacked. In 2021, Leray took aim at Zeno on her Lil Durk featuring remix of No More Parties. In the lyrics, she claims that Benzino wasn't a good father. "My daddy let me down, but I promise you, I won't let up. I want to say F that man, but the S won't make me better." However, Benzino has denied her accusations, saying that Leray was raised in a mansion and had everything she ever asked for. "My other two sons are grown and would never say these things." So, clearly, Zeno dragging Busta Rhymes into his beef with his daughter will definitely get Fifth Ratled, and he is not the type that shuts up. The two rappers have developed a strong bond recently, even touring together and constantly trolling each other on social media. In September this year, Busta Rhymes clowned 50 Cent's dance moves during his final lap tour. Fifth hopped online, asserting he was a better performer and MC than Busta. "I do his S better than him. He better not play with me," the outspoken rapper said. "I will F around and perform Busta Rhymes' show. If you ever thought that Busta Rhymes was better than me, you are crazy. You crazy, man. You're just looking at this S the wrong way."
I'm finna bring that battle to life, dog. You know what I'm saying? We finna see, man. Busta hits against 50s, man. Y'all want to see that? I'm gonna bring it to y'all. All bangers, though. All bangers. Let's go.
The Brooklynite caught wind of his comments and responded via a stitched video on Instagram. The clip featured Fifth's comments and featured his robot moves. Busta joked about his signature hand movement and said that the rapper looked like he was fanning a fart. "My brother, 50 Cent crazy as hell too," Bust expressed. "You might be right that you will be a better performer than me until I steal this robot hands fanning a fart move from you. Do it better than you and bust ya A with it on stage every night."
Hey,
The break your neck spitter continued. "You got a lot of work left to do trying to convince the rest of the world that you are nicer than me and a spliff star Mr. Lewis, let alone anybody for that matter when it comes to any stage. Everybody on the planet, pull up to the biggest tour on the planet, the Finalap Tour. Thanks for bringing us out, Fifth. Now let's firm up overseas until the end of the year." A month earlier, Fifth playfully trolled Busta over his huge chain. "Look at this. Tell him his chain is too big," Fifth said to someone just off camera in an Instagram clip. "Tell that N his chain is too big. He ain't got friends, they are not telling him." The two rappers erupted into laughter as Fifth failed to hold a straight face. During the tour stop, they were also joined by Charlotte native DaBaby, who soundtracked the behind-the-scenes video. The rather large chain is something that Busta has been sporting for a while now. In fact, he got the piece back in May through Jeweler Tracks NYC, who revealed it was a custom project that Busta commissioned him to do. "He commissioned us to make a 54-meter Cuban chain fully iced with over 10,000 diamonds," he revealed in a video showing it off. "The craftsmanship on this S is beautiful, man," said Busta. With this kind of friendship and coy on their side, it is genuinely hard to see Benzino winning against this trio. He should wise up and drop the act already. Or do you think he stands any chance? Let us know in the comment section below. And that's it from us today until next time.
So all I say is, man, is Benzino basically making a great big rant over his daughter, which is his daughter. But I ain't gonna even hold y'all. If my daughter was a star doing her thing or whatever, as long as she's not doing no butt nasty shit, not letting people take advantage of her, got her a heater, she got her a gang of security, her bank account cool, she know exactly what she doing. I wouldn't give a fuck who she communicate with as far as making more music or doing more moves with. You know what I'm saying? If they older, younger, whatever, the older people can take the younger people and make them now understand, like, hey, you don't want to really be in the hands of these other people or whatever. So let our people work with our people, as long as they not R. Kelly in no shit, no Jay-Z in no shit, and P. Diddy in no shit type of shit. We good. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's just music. You know what I'm saying? Y'all messing the music part up now. That's why I'm a 70s baby, and I'm a forever listening to the 70s way more over than all this new shit. And that's the spiffy guy for 55. Y'all gotta like, share, subscribe. We up out this motherfucker, man. We finna come with another video, baby. Hit!
Hit squad. And reckless. You know what I'm saying? MC Doc, baby. We came to do this. You heard?